Hello and welcome to 2072, and also part 2 of the Cube SMP. And just a quick disclaimer, in this episode is going to be significantly less witchcraft and more conflicts between people, and without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off, a group of people were dissatisfied with Simp Nation, now Puffer Nation's, increased regulations inside the walls, about who could and could not use the farms and villages. This thing again. These rebels gathered everyone together and announced that they were declaring themselves as their own independent state, known as Quack Society. Originally, Puffer Nation didn't really care, because they saw most of the people in their nation as somewhat of a nuisance, so they let them go, and they kicked out the remaining people that they actually didn't even want there. One of the people that got kicked out of Puffer Nation was Trolliant, and when he got kicked out, he killed Puffer Nation's prized 14 emeralds for one mending book villager. This caused Puffer Nation, which is literally basically just Cube Cord and MisterE now, to become enraged. They declared war on Quack Society, and both teams began preparing for battle. The first move was made by Quack Society. They went atop the walls of Puffer Nation and started taunting Cube and MisterE, saying, "Oh yeah, you can kill us, but we know you won't," and stuff like that. But they had severely underestimated the duo. They started unleashing firework rockets on the members of Quack Society, and when Quack Society retreated, Puffer Nation was in a hot pursuit, determined to drive them away from the base. And then, as they started to battle, a player named Landito Burrito, who reappeared after Glory Band was defeated, killed the rest of Puffer Nation's villagers. Puffer Nation then threatened Quack Society with all-out destruction, unless Landito was exiled from Quack Society. But then, Quackmister, the leader of Quack Society, had actually joined the server. He had no idea that this war was happening at all, and up until now, Evo had been calling the shots, and Quackmister was not happy with him. After a long talk with Cube and MisterE, Quack made the executive decision to kick out Evo and Landito from Quack Society for taking things a little too extreme. Both teams retreated to secret bases that had been unknown to anyone else who was not in their nation. Actually, that's not that true. Trolliant was actually a spy for Puffer Nation the whole time, meaning he knew where Quack Society's base was. And he didn't actually kill the mending villager. It was just a ploy to get him into Quack Society and gain their trust. And he's going to be feeding information to Puffer Nation from now on. And Puffer Nation also revealed that they wanted power over the entire server, and for Puffer Nation to be the only country. They offered for NB to join Puffer Nation, and if we did, they wouldn't attack us and we could remain neutral and technically independent. And we agreed, but we didn't actually aid them in battle, and they kind of forgot about that part anyways, so it was only a victory for us. We were the only ones who got anything out of it. Puffer Nation began working on a festival, which in reality was an announcement that they were going to declare war on everybody. But the information got leaked by someone, so a new group called the Revolution announced that they were going to declare war if Puffer Nation didn't do it soon. So the Puffer Nation members called a meeting where they actually did declare war with the help of a few independent warlords that they recruited. The warriors only agreed to join if one of them, Serenade, became the new leader, and it was agreed. Puffer Nation then retreated near one of the Resistance's secondary bases, and Resistance set up temporary camp at the old Puffer Nation base. The new Puffer Nation base was swiftly griefed by Sawmell, who created a giant obsidian troll face, which Puffer Nation tore down just as swiftly. And then Cube and Mister left, quote-unquote, Puffer Nation, because they realized they made a mistake with all of the extreme things that the warriors had been talking about. So they did, and with no one with any substantial gear, the extreme plans could never come into fruition, so nothing came from all of that. And you may be wondering, what was the point of this? Why does this episode exist? Well, this episode was entirely just raising the tension. Tempers were running high. Everyone was on full alert, with all sides preparing for the final battle.